In 1923, an Italian priest stepped off a train in the mountains of Ecuador. His name is Father Carlo Crespi, a missionary, educator, and amateur anthropologist. He came to serve the people of Cuenca, but over time, they began bringing him things. Small figurines, engraved metal plates, and strange artifacts that didn't match any known culture. He simply kept them in the church basement. There is no security and no official oversight. There's hundreds of metal tablets, some gold, some silver, covered in symbols no one could read. Stacked like books on crude wooden shelves. Crespi said they were gifts from the local tribe, but some believed they came from a cave deep beneath the jungle, a place no outsider was supposed to know about. Then, just as quickly as they appeared, the artifacts vanished, destroyed, stolen, or hidden forever. So what exactly did Father Crespi find? Over the years, the collection grew, quietly, without oversight. Crespi kept everything in the side room of the church school. Gold objects shaped like animals and hybrid figures, engraved tablets with geometric patterns and spirals, even pieces carved from jade and obsidian, materials not native to the region. Over the decades, his private collection grew into something unexplainable. Some of the items appear Sumerian, others Egyptian. A few even looked entirely alien. Metals rarely seen in pre-Columbian South America, arranged like books. Not tools, not jewelry, but something else. Crespi believed these pieces preserved knowledge from a lost civilization, and while visitors came, took photos, and shared stories, no official museum, university, or institute stepped in to verify what Crespi had. So let's pause and fast forward a bit to 1969. An Argentinian explorer named Juan Moritz signed a notarized document. In it, he claimed to have discovered a vast underground system in Ecuador, filled with stone halls, metal books, and evidence of a forgotten race. He called it the Tayos Cave. Well, supposedly, they came from there. Crespi never said where the items came from, but when asked, he said the items were gifts, brought up from deep within the earth by local tribes who trusted him. As the story grew, it became more tense. More people came to see the artifacts. A few took photos, some offered money. Others just watched. Then the collection started disappearing. Some say pieces were sold, others claimed they were stolen. One story says a fire took out an entire room, while others blamed the church, suggesting the items were hidden to avoid controversy. By the 1980s, most of it was gone. Today, a handful of pieces remain in Cuenca Maria's Auxiliadora Church, dusty, unguarded, and out of context, just like how Father Crespi first left it. It's still uncatalogued, unguarded, and still unexplained. And the rest of the missing artifacts? No one knows. So what really happened to Father Crespi's metallic library? Well, some believe it was covered up, removed by the church, sold off in secret, or taken by unknown hands to keep it from public view. Others say most of the artifacts were fakes, that Crespi, knowingly or not, was duped by locals selling modern forgeries. But here's the thing, no one's ever tested the full collection, and the fact that no official catalog was made doesn't help either. The only people who ever saw it can't seem to agree on what they saw. There are photos, there are testimonies, and there are a few surviving pieces, but there's still no explanation that satisfies everyone. Even today, academics avoid the topic. The military expedition to Tayos Caves is still shrouded in silence, and the real origin of the artifacts, whether from a cave, a culture, or something else entirely, still remains unknown. So we're left with the question, did Father Crespi protect the priceless archive of ancient knowledge? Or did the world quietly erase something it was never meant to see? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.